evidently I'm in New York, and today I'm gonna have a little fun solo day. I'm gonna go to the park and read my book. It's actually like pretty cold. I'm not used to the cold. So far I've been enjoying. I love it. I don't think I can move here though because there's not enough space for me. I'm in search of a bench in Central Park and I see a row of empty ones, so I am going there. What I needed was a day alone, and I realized that I think I really like being alone. Like, I truly had a lot of fun walking over, just looking at the buildings and just silent. I don't really need a lot of interaction to survive. I'm not sure that's like a bad thing. C'est la vie. So I got really fucking cold. I did not make that much progress in my book. I went through like 4 chapters, but then I couldn't concentrate because I was getting so cold. Like, I was literally shivering. My outfit honestly like is pretty warm though. Like, I have a jacket. This is a puffer vest underneath. I just think I'm not made for this weather. It's a smooth like 55 and I can't do it. I guess I can't. So anyway, I'm gonna go to Grand Central Terminal now because my friend that I actually met while I was out here, but he works there and we're gonna get lunch. Or I think he works there. I'm not really sure. This park has so many little walkways. It's so great. You can just walk on any one of them and eventually it'll lead you back out. Cute. I like it. I just wish it was warmer. Yeah, I was highly considering moving to New York for a year because after dental school you can do a 1-year residency for general practice, and they have them mostly in New York because to practice in New York you have to have that. And I was like, oh, that's a perfect opportunity to like live a year in New York and like still be doing something productive. But now that I think about it, like, I don't think I would survive. I think I'd be really, really cold and miserable.
I'm so fucking excited.
No, you
I know.
it.
I think it's still okay.
There you go.
Cute.
You're welcome. Is it weird if I eat from the back?
No, it's not weird. You fucked up.
I know.
There you go. I'm gonna take it from the front.
Mmm.
Yeah? For someone who doesn't like sweets, it's good?
I like pistachio flavored things.
Mm. Oh, I see why you ate from the back.
Why?
To eat pistachios. What are your red flags?
I don't really think about it. I just see it and I'm like, ah. See someone act a certain way.
That means you're responsive instead of being, you know, prepared.
I heard that somewhere. I think I was listening to a podcast about that.
You don't want to be responding to people. You want to know what you like and what you want. Like, fuck the rest.
This is just gonna sound bad. I just don't like dumb people.
It's not bad. What counts as dumb to you?
Just like there's a certain level that you have to be able to communicate at which you're not just saying shit and like thinking you're right.
So somebody can be very intelligent.
You can be intelligent and like very obviously intelligent. Or if they have like a very like scopic, like what's it called?
Narrow.
Yeah, it's like that. Like you're very closed-minded.
I think you'd be very, very smart, but inconsiderate. So you come off very, in your case, dumb. There's a lot of people who have fucking PhDs and they're very intelligent in their field. When you come talking to them, they don't want to listen, they don't care, or they don't understand your level of conversation.
Like learning more about other people's type of life, I feel like that takes away from their intelligence. But then also,
what
if that makes me one of those people because I'm like, no, you're too dumb for me to talk to.
You did it to yourself. What about appearance?
A red flag appearance? I don't think that's possible. It's like a preference.
Yeah,
like
preference, not a red flag. Because I feel like if we get into another red flag, it'd be kind of deep.
I have a very odd thing for proportion. Like your legs have to be longer than your body. But it's funny because I'm the opposite way. So I think that's why the longer leg to torso ratio is appealing to me. Does that make sense?
So you don't date midgets?
No,
Sorry,
like literally,
little people.
they could be very tall and
Yeah.
have the wrong proportion, and I'll just be like, doesn't matter because you're the wrong proportion.
Is that where your eyes draw to?
Yeah.
I think mine, eyebrows.
Eyebrows? Like if you have skinny eyebrows?
No, I don't know. When I look at somebody, the first thing I notice is eyebrows and neck. It's not even
Neck? Why is neck the one that you look at?
shows lifestyle, like posture.
Bitch. Yesterday I was struggling so hard because I was like my back hurts, and then I was like if I just sat up, and I sat up and then I couldn't maintain it and I went back down.
Alright, you can lay down. But you know, some people, they're like fucking like this. And I feel bad because long term, it's not good for you.
It really isn't.
So for me, I don't want to correct that. I have no time for it. And I think someone who's already mindful and leads a healthy lifestyle has a pretty good neck posture.
That's a really good metric to go by.
I think growing up, seeing a lot of aunties with tattooed eyebrows and stuff, like to each their own, it's totally fine. And when I saw an actual eyebrow, I was like, damn, that's what it looks like. But personality is like, because you can do anything together.
Yeah. That's why I never understood how people are like your trophy wife or husband.
Kind of works though.
Like you literally have nothing in common with the person, and they have like a terrible, boring personality.
Yeah.
How do you put up with that?
They're partially dead inside.
Oh my gosh, the outfits are really hitting today. I've been walking for like an hour and a half. Whoever said New York was walkable is on crack, because I am so tired. I was hungry before I even got to Whole Foods, and now I'm starving. Anyway, today's hot-ish. It's like 65. So I broke out the skirt, you know, and the sunnies. It's been a really good day. I got some sushi. I got. I'm not fucking around, guys. I'm really hungry. I chose the most uneven rock to sit on, and I feel like I should move to a more flat ground. Like I could move to the rock literally right behind me, but I already poured out my soy sauce, so that shit gonna go everywhere. And therefore I'm not going to move. Wasabi. Warm sushi, what a delight. I love wasabi. I put so much on my thing. You ask, why did you go all the way through Central Park to eat your lunch? Really nice sitting area by the Apple store and like all the expensive shop. It was like right by Main Street, so I couldn't talk to the camera if I wanted to. So I made the sacrifice in order to vlog. Yeah. On my walk over here, I was walking behind these two grandmas, and one of them was trying to explain a Fitbit to the other one. She was like, my watch counts the steps I take, and it tries to tell you all these things about yourself. Which is like, it's called a Fitbit. And it was so funny, I don't know why. Also, I know yesterday I was like, oh my god, I'm having so much fun alone. But then I had this thought, I was like, I feel like I'm really independent, but sometimes I just want a hug. I don't want to hang out with someone long enough in order to build that relationship that I could just go to them for a hug. Does that make sense? So I'm like constantly just struggling with being alone, but then not wanting to be, but then also wanting to be. It's really strange. I think I just need a boyfriend, because I really don't need to hang out with people all that much, but I do sometimes just like feel alone. I've done a lot of things alone for a long time. Last night I was like, wow, I really could use a hug right now, but I don't feel comfortable asking anybody for a hug. Like I wouldn't want a hug from anyone. I was like, where would I get a hug from? I got a little further in my book, 2 or 3 chapters further in my book, and it's so good. It's starting to get so, like, I'm just very invested in finding out who is killing these people. Oh, the book I'm reading is just called Sharp Objects. It's by the author who wrote Gone Girl, which I've never read, but I also always never read the back of books or the cover or really anything when I pick it up. I just look at it and I just pick it up and I start reading it, which is very bad because sometimes I just have no idea what the book's about and I just start reading, which is kind of fun actually. I feel like it's something everyone should try once in a while, because you go in with like no expectations and you just like find out what happens. I don't know why I never read it. It just never crosses my mind to do it, and then after I start reading I'm like, huh, what is this book really about? And then I read the back and I'm like, wow, that really clears up some stuff. If you want to read it, I won't spoil it for you, so I'm just gonna say that I'm trying to find out right now who is killing these little girls. And it's not like a scary book, it's more like a psychological thriller type of book. There's like no like gore or anything. I'm really not about that. It's not scary, it's just more like interesting. It's like a mystery almost. Continue reading that while it's sunny and nice and warm, and then we'll see what I'll do for the rest of the day. Hi guys, couple of things. Alright, I finished my book, 4 p.m. now, but I finished it and it was so good. And also, every single time I walk in this park, I go a different way. I don't know how it's possible, but I thought I was going back the same way and I was not at all. Anyway, that book was so good. You have to read it. Like, it was exceptional. It really was. I was shocked. Not really, because I always suspected the two people. The results turned out different than I expected, if that makes any sense. It was just really good. Park is so fucking huge. I thought I was going back the same way. Now there's a big ass body of water that I did not pass on my way here. I honestly feel a little bit lost, but I'm going back to meet Noelle and we're gonna go to Soho for a little bit before we go to dim sum at 7, which is a weird time to have dim sum, but whatever. I really hope I didn't get a weird tan line because like I was just sitting in the sun for hours. Like, where am I right now? Girl? I gotta find my way out of here. This seems like a main pond area. How did I get here? I'm back at the same spot that I was reading yesterday, but this shit was confusing. I didn't know that I went so deep in, which explains the hour walk. But also, Whole Foods is shockingly far from Central Park. There's a lot of factors, but I think it just made it seem longer because I was really hungry. I say that Central Park has been so fun. My reading adventures. Also, I realized I really like people watching. Kids are so cute. Everyone and their mom is out right now. Oh, guys. I have made a terrible mistake. I just want to go home. I still have one more day here. I've never once in my life been homesick, but right now, there's nothing more that I want than to sleep in my bed. The fact that I'm homesick, I feel like means that I should stay in LA. Like, that's where I really consider home, because I've never been homesick before. I want to do like one last vlog day and have it be positive, but I literally just spent all of today wasting my time. There's only so much you can do when you don't actually do anything in New York, and wandering for hours is not exactly conducive. Probably like the worst break that I've ever had. I should have just stayed in LA. I always have so much fun when I'm just like at home. And like, I wanted to travel, but I think I messed up by making it fucking 10 days long. On this trip, I realized you really grow out of your friendships. I mean, this was expected. People grow up, they move on. You all are doing different things in your lives, but it is so hard to try to like fit into each other's lives after you've already grown up. Like, not in a bad way, it's just like something that's really sad. Today, I was gonna go to Brooklyn, read in the park. It was way too cold. I tried to take pictures, but I felt like I was wasting my friend's time because she's like in school. I just feel like she like wanted to do other things with her life or like with her day, and I no longer fit into that. I've realized that I like to be alone, but I can't be alone for too long because then it just gets whack. Unless I'm like at home, because then I know I have everything that I need. I have all my comforts and I don't feel like I'm in anybody's space. I think that's the biggest problem here. I just feel like I'm just bothersome and unwanted. I feel like that's a really bad trait to have, but I do feel like that a lot because it's easy to feel annoying and I hate being annoying. That's like my worst fear. Also, this is like just some random person's apartment steps. I just thought it looked really nice, and I do love the architecture here. I would totally come here if I had reasons to. That's like my favorite part about the city. If I ever take a vacation again, I'm sure I will, but if I ever take one in the near future, one, I will not be going to New York for 10 days. If I go to New York, it will be for business. Two, I will go with somebody that I know has the same sort of traveling style slash like common just like interests as me. Thank you for watching my New York vlog. I hope that you had fun watching me be alone. Highly recommend you read that book though. If you like this video and want to see more vlogs, let me know. Otherwise, I will continue doing random shit in my room. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.